Several things have changed after the coronavirus. One major change was education. Good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dael Byun. I'm a 6th grade student attending Busan Logos International Christian School. Today, I would like to speak about how Corona affected our education system across the globe. Furthermore, I will talk about education before and after the pandemic and the problems and solutions to our education. Do you remember the time when we ran around on the school playground energetically before the Corona? Of course, there were problems all around us before, but we were free and flexible at the moment. Some are still recalling those times, and some are still worried and concerned about going back to life before the pandemic. Globally, students have experienced mental difficulties because of the problems caused by the coronavirus. For example, the article, "The Digital Divide Among Students During COVID-19, Who Has Access, Who Doesn't?" states that 3 out of 10 students replied on a survey that they received anxiety and pain because of social distancing, online classes, and other complicated problems that the corona caused. Some students in schools are afraid to remove their masks because they do not want to be seen without a mask. Even some friends in my school eat their lunches while covering their faces with their hands or masks. On a post-pandemic education survey, a Korean teenager replied, "Taking off your mask is like taking off your underwear." Since the coronavirus settled down a little, we went back to school. We can take off our masks, study together in the classroom, and do physical activities with our teachers and friends. However, we have to admit that we have adapted to the online learning environment for a long time. Our computer skills may have gotten better, but we have lost the important things in our school lives. Students are struggling because it is difficult and awkward to pay attention in offline classes, and we also have friends in the corner of the world who lack the necessary resources to attend school. We can overcome these situations with 2 considerate solutions. A solution for students who have difficulty learning due to distraction and lack of social ability can be extracurricular classes and peer counseling. They could catch up on the learning through summer school or after-school classes and understand the confusing parts. We should ask our school to give extra care to those who have a hard time adjusting to school by providing them with those classes. As a friend to them, we could also set up a peer counseling system where friends help one another with their problems. We could listen to them and help them mentally, socially, or academically. There are millions of students impacted by the corona. They might not be able to afford school fees, could live in a war zone, or have certain health problems that block them from attending school freely. We go to school every day, but we shouldn't take it for granted. How can we provide equal education opportunities to them? We can do 2 major things. First, we can send money to the people to afford school. Secondly, we can run a campaign for the teachers to volunteer to go to those areas to provide quality education. In conclusion, if schools, students, teachers, and families participate fully to help those in need, we all can have quality education. Carl Rogers, an American psychologist, once said, "The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change." Even though Corona has altered our precious education, let's overcome the obstacles through our effort, dedication, and care for others. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the speech. Now the examiners will give you follow-up questions.
That was a great speech. You covered everything quite well. Your physical delivery was really good. You seem like a confident guy. I have a question for you. Take your time to think about it. You mentioned that some students are afraid to remove their masks. This is a popular idea. A lot of people have talked about this. Just for the purpose of hearing your answer, can you tell me why? Why do you think students have difficulty removing their mask? Like you said in the lunchroom, they're even eating behind their mask. Why is this?
I think students are adjusted to the mask and won't take off the mask because they are adjusted to using masks on offline classes. For example, I have a friend who wears a mask every day because of social distancing and online classes, his anxiety became more greater and he got more shy than he usually did. He was confident almost all the time. But as time passed and then after a while, he adjusted to online classes and treats a mask like it's part of his body. He won't take it off anymore. So in conclusion, I think students are having a hard time taking off their masks because they are adjusted to online classes, and because of anxiety.
All right, great. Thank you very much.